Okay, I want to show you how to write inequality answers in what's called interval notation. Okay, so this is an inequality. It means this doesn't say x is equal to 4. It says that x is greater than 4. That means every number larger than 4 is a correct answer. So 10 is greater than 4. That's a correct answer. 1,000,000 is greater than 4. So 1,000,000 is a correct answer. And the important thing to know here is that all the numbers larger than 4, if we go as far as we can, they ultimately tend toward infinity. Okay? But what about less than? When x is less than 9, it has to be all the numbers smaller than 9, like 1 and 0, and all the negative numbers. All the negative numbers, all the way backwards to negative infinity. Okay? This symbol is the greater than or equal to. It's the same as greater than, except that it includes this number. X greater than 4 does not include 4, but x greater than or equal to negative 3 does include negative 3. And it's all the numbers, including negative 3, that are larger than negative 3, like negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the positive numbers. And so this tends toward infinity. This one, less than or equal to 11, it includes 11, and it also includes all the numbers smaller than 11, and therefore those numbers tend toward negative infinity. And so, in all of these interval notations, they're going to include either infinity or negative infinity. Okay? And what we do is we use brackets and we use parentheses. Okay? We use brackets when we have the or equal to. And let me give you just a general idea, okay? If we have a less than or equal to, we're going to use the right bracket here, okay? If we have a greater than or equal to, we're going to use the left bracket. If we have a less than, we're going to use really a parenthesis on the right. Okay? And if we have a greater than, we're going to use a parenthesis on the left. Then we're also going to have the infinities, and then we're going to include, every time we have infinity, we include a parenthesis. So when we have a less than or equal to, it's going to be a parenthesis, then some stuff, then a bracket. Greater than or equal to is going to be a bracket, then some stuff, then a parenthesis. Less than is going to just be two parentheses, and greater than is going to be two parentheses. Okay? So let me show you really quick how these are going to look. All the numbers larger than 4, but not 4. The way we're going to write this in interval notation is going to be parenthesis 4, comma, up to infinity, parenthesis. Okay? So this is going from 4 up to infinity. Every number in between 4 and infinity. This one is every number between negative infinity and 9, because it's less than 9. So it's going to be parenthesis, negative infinity, then 9, close parenthesis. This one is going to be all the numbers larger than negative 3, but including negative 3. So we're going to do a bracket, negative 3. This bracket means include negative 3. That's all this bracket means, is include negative 3. If we had a parenthesis here, we would say don't include negative 3, and we wouldn't have the or equal to. But all these numbers go up to infinity, and every time we have infinity, we always do a parenthesis. And then here, less than or equal to 11. So all the numbers less than 11 are at negative infinity, or going toward negative infinity. So we have parenthesis, negative infinity, comma, 11, and we're including 11, so we do a bracket. And that is how we write interval notation. I have one more to show you. This is what I call a between interval. Okay? This is where x is greater than negative 4, but it's less than or equal to 13. And so now we're not going to have any infinities or negative infinities. Okay? We're simply going to have negative 4 up to 13. Negative 4 up to 13. Right? But since x is not equal to negative 4, we do a parenthesis. Since x is possibly equal to 13, we do a bracket, and we're done.